Right. So, very good evening, Lamai. Quickly give me a feedback. Can you all hear me clearly? Can you all hear me clearly? Right? Okay. So I have live stream this people who want the recording today that they can watch the recording. And before starting the class, tell me, Lama, is there any 2024 O-level batch students? That means tomorrow, day after tomorrow, that O-level starts for them. Is there any 2024 O-level students? Right? Is there any 2024 O-level students? Right? Quickly put in the chat box. Right. For 2024 O-level students, Lamai, there is no use of this seminar. Am I clear? This is just a revision of a few grade 10 chapters, the beginning chapters. Therefore, for grade 10, for 2024 O-level students, this is just a waste of time. So if any grade 11, 2024 O-level students are there, you all can leave, right? Not a problem at all, because today that we are not discussing in very detail, we are discussing only the beginning of grade 10 chapters. This is for 2025 O level and 2026 O level. Am I clear? Therefore, if there is any 2024 O level student, this seminar is not for you all. Therefore, you all can leave the meeting, because this is just a waste of time for 24 O level students. They can focus on other subjects, right? In the last few days means only one day. Am I clear? Hari, now we will start this discussion. So this paper is based on grade 10 chapter number 1, chapter number 2. Once again, theory subjects, right? Theory areas of business studies. Am I clear? Theory areas of business studies. Hari. Okay. Right. We'll start with the MCQ number 1, and those who are there on the YouTube live chat, quickly give me a feedback. Can you all hear me clearly? People who are there on YouTube live chat. People who are there on YouTube live chat, that I can read your chat. Therefore, quickly put in the chat box. Can you all hear me? All right. Okay. So we'll start this. MCQ number 1. What is barter system? So this is from your grade 10 chapter number 1. What is barter system, Lamai? In the very past of business world, there was nothing called money. Am I clear? There was nothing called money, a medium of exchange. Therefore, what did they do was, by exchanging the goods, that they satisfied each other's wants. For example, that I am a person who is producing, we'll say cloth, right? T-shirts. And there's another person who is producing something like vegetables. So if I want vegetables and if he wants t-shirts, I will be giving my t-shirts and I'm getting vegetables from him. Am I clear? That type of a transaction is what you called as a barter system. Therefore, what is barter system, Lamai? A system of exchanging goods, right? It is known as barter system, where that I give my good and then I get a good from another person, right? Good to good exchange. There is nothing called money. Therefore, what is barter system? A system of exchanging goods is known as barter system, which is answer number 2. For the question number 1, answer is answer number 2. Right, not an objective of profit-oriented business. So when it comes to business, we can divide the business into 2 categories based on their objectives, based on their targets. Am I clear? Therefore, number 1 is Lamai. Some businesses are there. Their main target is to earn profits. Therefore, we call them as profit-oriented business. We call them as profit-oriented business. And on the other side, there are some businesses, their target is not to earn profits, right? For example, mainly government business organizations. We will learn this in the theory class. So this week, Thursday, in the theory class, we are starting the business organization lesson. We will be learning there are some government business organizations which are not for profit. Their main idea is to give something return to the society, right? Social welfare. Therefore, number 1 is profit-oriented business. On the other side, not for profit-oriented business. Non-profit. Non-profit in the sense their target is to do something good to the society, right? Therefore, profit-oriented and then non-for-profit oriented. So here the question asks you to underline. In business studies, you should read the question carefully, whether it asks you to underline the correct answer or whether it asks you to underline the incorrect answer. So if you read this question, they ask you not the objective. We have to underline the incorrect statement. Increasing the satisfaction of the customers, definitely yes. Why? Because when the customers are satisfied only, they will again come to the purchasing process. Therefore, the business will earn the profit. Am I clear, Lama? Process of earning profits, definitely it's an objective of a profit-oriented business. Therefore, the first two statements are correct statements, correct objectives. But when it comes to the third one, providing a return to the society, when it comes to this profit-oriented business, they don't have an objective of to provide something back to the society, because this is not for profit businesses. Am I clear? In a not-for-profit business only, that they have a target to provide something return to the society. That means to fulfill their social responsibilities, return to society. Return to society. Thereby, here not an objective is answer number 3. Increasing sales, yes, when the sales are getting increased only, the business is going to earn the profits. Therefore, for the second question, answer has to be answer number 3. For the second question, answer has to be answer number 3. Therefore, near the second question, if you have the printout of the two, write down business and then divide it into 2 and write down under not-for-profit businesses, it has a target to provide a return to the society. Write down this. Am I clear? If you don't have the printout, no problem. Take out a paper and write down. And people who are coming for my theory classes, they can write down it in your regular writing book where that you are writing the notes. Right? Write down this. Right. Then the third question, underline the need out of the following. Underline the need out of the following, right? Hari. So what do you mean by need? Needs are the basic human requirements required for the survival, right? The basic requirements. For example, the food, education, right? Then clothing, your basic requirements from your birth that you need those. Am I clear? Your basic requirements. Then what do you mean by wants? Wants are the several ways to satisfy that need. For example, food is a need. How you satisfy the food need? Through many ways like pasta, pizza, kottu, so many ways are there. Am I clear? And then the clothing, it's a need. How you satisfy that? Trousers, t-shirt, shirt, frock, sari, or whatever it is. Am I clear? Therefore, needs are the basic requirements. Wants are the ways how you satisfy those. Am I clear, Lamai? Therefore, underline the need out of the following. Here, if you read this, you will understand food is a need, right? But sari, it's a want. Pasta, it's a want. Kottu, it's a want. Therefore, for the third question, answer has to be answer number 1. Mark that. And when it comes to these needs and wants, there are several characteristics of the needs and wants, right? Not essential. Is that correct? No. Needs are essential, right? Food is very essential. There is nothing like, for example, today for iftar, if you don't have this food, you will die. There's nothing like that, no, Lama? If you don't have a pizza for iftar today, right? Will you die? No. But if you don't consume food for a long time, there's a probability where you can die. Therefore, not essential is a, write down, Hamai, not essential is a characteristic of want. Not essential is a characteristics of want. Being diverse. What do you mean by being diverse? There are several ways. Am I clear? Right? There are different ways how you can satisfy your want, right? For the food, diverse type of wants are there, right? For pasta, kottu, pizza, paratha, anything, right? Therefore, being diverse is a characteristic of want. That is how that you are finding answers for MCQ questions. Characteristic of wants. Characteristics of wants. Unlimited. Once again, it's a characteristics of want. Wants are unlimited. You can name, right, several wants, but needs are limited. Therefore, unlimited is once again a characteristics of want. A characteristic of wants. Cannot be created. It is correct, right? When it comes to needs, through advertisement, you can't create needs. Am I clear? But wants that they can create through nice advertisement or a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Domino's, through nice advertisements, they can create the the want, but the needs cannot be created. Therefore, underline the characteristic of need. Out of these four, cannot be created is the only characteristic of need, right? Therefore, in front of this not essential, being diverse, unlimited, write down characteristic of want, characteristic of want. Right. What is the meaning of wants being diverse? What is the meaning that the want being diverse? The meaning is, there are different wants that can be used to satisfy a single need. Whatever the need it is, there are several type of wants. Therefore, for the fifth question, answer has to be answer number 2. Fifth question answer has to be answer number 2. Sixth question. Which one of the following is a commodity manufacturing business out of the following? So when it comes to these businesses, we can divide the businesses into two categories. One is commodity manufacturing business. Let me show you. When it comes to businesses, we can divide the businesses into two categories. We can divide the businesses into two categories. In your first lesson, you come across this classification. When it comes to businesses, we can divide the businesses into two categories. One is commodity manufacturing business. Commodity manufacturing business. What do you mean by commodity manufacturing business? The businesses that produce items, right? That those are producing any product. For example, if I take Melbourne, they are producing a commodity. They are producing a physical product, right? And if I take Manchi, they are producing a commodity. They are producing a physical product. Therefore, those comes under commodity manufacturing business. Then we can divide the businesses in the next category, which is service providing business. Service providing business. Can you give me an example for a service providing business? Can you give me an example for a service providing business? Right? Everyone, give me one example for service providing business. Right? Very good. Hana gave a good answer. Excellent. Then Darshika, very good. Rashida Amani, excellent. Amina, correct. Tashmi, very good. Rafa, correct. Right? If you take education, right? Tuition classes, schools, those are providing you services, right? And if you take businesses like medical businesses providing medical services, that those comes under service, right? Salon also provides a service. Therefore, that comes under service providing business. Okay, right. So hope you understood that. Then let's move into the next one. Which one of the following is a commodity manufacturing business? Munchie Biscuit, it's a commodity manufacturing business. Correct. Right. So once again, if there are any 2024 O-level students, right? People who are ready for O-levels on Monday, if you all are there, there's no use of being here because these are basic things for our 25 and 26 O-level students, right? Therefore, if any of you are 24 O-level, you can leave the meeting because there's no use in this. It is meaningless. Correct? Okay. I know anyways, 24 level students think like there will be something new that I'm going to teach here. No, already that you have learned day after tomorrow exam. Therefore, get ready for that. Sumana Disi runs a bakery. In his bakery is an example for capital and dash example for labor. That means Lamai, capital and labor. These are the two factors of production they have given in this question number 7. So what is an example for capital? Machines are example for capital. Mostly buildings are example for capital. Am I clear? Money is also an example for capital. And who are laborers? People who are working, right? Workers, employees, right? Even the manager can be categorized under employee. Therefore, Sumanadisi runs a bakery. In his bakery, machinery is an example for capital. Employee is an example for labor. Therefore, for the 7th question, answer has to be answer number 2. For the 7th question, answer has to be answer number 2. Right? Mark answer number 2. And people who are on YouTube live chat also, that you can put in the chat box. Did you all understand up to here? Right. Out of the following factors, underline the factor which the owner is interested. A, job security. Sorry. Owner, is he interested in job security? No. He is not performing a job to always think whether he has a security in his job, right? Therefore, job security cannot be taken as an answer. Security of investment, definitely yes, owner is the person who invests a lot of money. Therefore, he considers whether he has a security for his investment, right? Whether there is a risk or whether there is a security for his investment. Therefore, for the 8th question, security of investment is a factor that owner considers. Profits, definitely yes. Any owner considers the profit of his business, right? Then only the business has a continuous existence. If not, he has to close down the business, right? Securing order. No, suppliers are the people who has a target to secure orders. Am I clear? Therefore, securing order comes under suppliers. Promotions, mostly those managers, right? They want to get promoted, right? In the company. Therefore, managers and sometimes employees also want to get the promotions. Job security is also most of the time employees. Most of the time employees. Thereby, out of the factors, the factor which the owner interested is B and C, answer number 2. B and C, answer number 2. So write down employee, supplier, managers. Am I clear? And people who are on YouTube live chat, quickly put in the chat box. Did you all understand up to here? Is this clear for you? You all can chat on YouTube. There is something called live chat. Did you all understand? Not a party that belongs to the community under stakeholders. So who are community? My community are the society, right? People who are always vigilant, looking at what's happening on your business, whether it is polluting the environment or whether it is creating a nuisance to the public, whether it is whether it is creating a problem for the society, whether it is violating the rules and regulation. Those are the community. Simply we understand them as the society. Journalists are a party of the community. Environmentalists are there, people who are vigilant about the environment, trying to protect the environment. Community. Competitors, it's not a part of the community. Am I clear? Pressure groups are part of the community. So who are pressure groups? Pressure groups are the people, organizations who are always vigilant whether your business is violating the law of this country. If that's so, they will be filing cases and they will be taking legal actions. But competitors does not fall under the pressure group. 10th question. Rani runs a small vade business in Goldface. She has employed 2 persons to look after the sales. Right now, Rani is the owner and she has employed 2 persons. 2 workers are there. Now, totally 3 stakeholders are there. Okay. And she has to pay a rent to Colombo Municipal Council. So, in Goldface, the area is being maintained by Colombo Municipal Council. Therefore, that comes under government. Am I clear? Therefore, Rani is number 1 stakeholder, owner. She has 2 employees. That means totally 3. Number 4, Municipal Council, government, which is number 4. She has to pay a rent. Now tell me totally how many stakeholders are there? Rani, first employee, second employee, Municipal Council. Tell me how many stakeholders are there in total now? Interested parties are there in total. Can you tell me? Right? Rani, number 1 employee, number 2 employee, and then the Municipal Council. How many stakeholders are there? How many interested parties are there? Totally 4. Right? Therefore, totally 4. Underline the strength out of the following. Strength, positive things, right? Positive things in the internal environment. Negative attitude of worker, it's a weakness. Write down, it's a weakness. Availability of adequate capital. If you have enough money, it's a strength. Scarcity of workers, it's a weakness. Designing of new cities. For your business, they are designing new cities. Government is designing new cities. It's an opportunity. Therefore, for the 11th question, answer has to be answer number 2. For the 11th question, answer has to be answer number 2. Write down this weakness and opportunity. Strength means positive things in the internal environment. Opportunity means positive things in the external environment. Okay. So Lamai, that I'm not going to explain from the very detail since we have already discussed this in the theory class. Am I clear? What is strength, what is weakness? So in the theory class, this Wednesday, we are starting the unit number 3. By studying the internal environment, what can you understand is strength and the weakness. By understanding the external environment, you can understand opportunities and the threats. Answer number 3. Underline the disadvantage for a country because of the globalization. Globalization means, Lamai, the connection with the foreign countries are getting increased. Am I clear? You are doing business with other countries, engaging in import-export operations, right? So due to that, here they ask you to underline a disadvantage. Possibility to obtain latest technology, it's one of the advantage. When you deal with many countries, you have the advantage to get the latest technology, which is an advantage. Inflow of foreign capital. Foreign people also will come and invest money in the Sri Lankan businesses, which is another advantage. Negative cultural impact, it's a disadvantage. Answer is answer number 3. Right? Because when foreigners come into Sri Lanka, our Sri Lankan culture is different to what the culture that they are following. Therefore, that can be a problem, right? Even tourists, when they come into Sri Lanka, we understand that our culture has a little bit problem with their culture. So there are negative impacts for our Sri Lankan tradition, customs, and our Sri Lankan culture. Because the way that they dress is different to what we dress, the way that they behave is different to what we behave, our lifestyle, their lifestyle. Therefore, it creates a negative cultural impact. Am I clear? Creating a foreign market for local goods. Sri Lankan produced goods are being exported to other countries. It's an advantage. It's an advantage. Therefore, write down for the first one, second one, and the fourth one, advantage. Third one is the answer for the 13th question. Third one is the answer for the 13th question. 14th question, underline a global business focusing the international market. Now, this is not directly given in your book, but through our papers, we are discussing these type of questions, right? Therefore, Lama, in our theory class, what we do is after completing chapters, right, we are doing something called mock exams. So in the mock exams, we are discussing these type of questions only, right? Underline a global business focusing. Global mean foreign, right? Throughout the world, international market. Not only Sri Lankan market, international market. So out of these 4, tell me, what do you think? What is the business that focus the international audience, right? International market. Tell me out of this, what is the business that focus on international market? What do you think, Lamai? Tashmi, correct. Perfect. What about the others? People who are live chat also give me the answer. Amina, no, Ikman is not a business focusing on international market. It's a Sri Lankan business focusing on Sri Lankan market. Okay, Amina. Hana, correct. Very good. Rashida, correct. What about others? Everyone in the class. Ahmad, Arham, give me the answer. Then Darshika, Ishka, Rukaiya, give me the answer. What do you all think? Correct, Darshika, correct. eBay. eBay is a business focusing on international market. Right? eBay. Daras, only few countries are there, right? Pakistan Daras, only within Pakistan. Sri Lankan Daras, only within Sri Lanka. But when it comes to eBay, from any part of the world, you can order it online. Underline the example which is not relevant to private sector business. Sole trader, private sector business. Cooperative societies, private sector business. Companies, private sector business. But corporations are, write down, government sector business. Government sector business. Write down government sector business. Government sector business. Right? Okay. Now give me the feedback, Lamai. Did you all understand all these 15 MCQs? Did you all understand all these 15 MCQs? Was that kind of a revision for you? Right, super, excellent. Now, Lamai, I will give you like 10 minutes or like, yes, 8 to 10 minutes. Do this question. In the part 2, do the first question. You have the PDF. If not, you have the printed one, right? So by looking at that, do the question number 1 of the part 2. Do the question number 1 of the part 2. Then we'll discuss. Do it now. Then we'll discuss. Write down answer on a paper. Write down answer on a paper. Start writing now, and once you complete the first question, put down. Then we'll discuss. Right. Now we'll discuss these questions. Right. We'll discuss this question. So what is business? Here that you have to give a specific answer. Business is an economic activity that satisfies the human needs and the want. Am I clear? You have to give an answer. Business is an economic activity that satisfies human needs and the want. People who wrote that answer, raise your hands. You can raise your hands on Zoom. Right. Very good. Excellent. Perfect. Explain the business objective of generating employment opportunities. So just you have to tell what is generating employment opportunities. You have to write down business has a target to provide more and more job opportunities to the people in order to create full employment in a country. Something like that. You can write down a general answer. Now look at the third question, kind of a case study question. An educational program on Let's Prevent Dengue was conducted at Royal College with the human resources of the regional hospital and police station. So the program is on Let's Prevent Dengue. The students, teachers, and parents of Royal College participated in this program. Am I clear? This is a kind of a health-related program. What is the human need satisfied by the above case? You should understand the human need is the health. Am I clear? Human need is the health. Answer number one, health. Who are the parties connected to here, Lamai? Right here, you can write down like regional hospital. It's a party. Regional hospital, comma, police station. It's a party who is connected. And the teachers and parents of Royal College. Teachers, comma, parents. Right? Those are the things that you have to write down. Name two wants for the below needs. Right? Now, if you want, write down this. Name two wants for the below needs. Food. Right? What are the wants that you can give, Lamai? I'll write down to pizza, burger. Cloth. Shirt. Trouser. Education, whatever the education it is. For example, medical. You are studying medicine. Comma, law. Right? Even you can write down like tuition classes. All those are alternative ways. Transportation, car, right? Van, even ship. You can write down. Right? State for difference in between the needs and the wants. Now we'll write down the difference of the needs and wants. Before that, quickly copy down this. State for difference in between the needs and the wants. State for difference in between the needs and the want. We'll divide this into two as needs and want. Needs and the want. On left side, I'll take the needs. And on the other side, I'll take the wants. Needs. What are the characteristics, Lamai? For example, being limited. Right? There are only very few limited needs. Wants, being unlimited. Am I clear? And needs are really simple, Lamai. Right? You have only very simple needs, food, clothing, shelter, finished. But want, complex. The food that you are eating, Lamai, how complex it is. Did you understand? Complex. And then, Lamai, needs cannot be created. From your birth, that you need food. Right? From your birth, you need a shelter. Any type of shelter cannot be created. But wants can be created. Wants can be created. Right? Now, Lamai, for example, now you are hungry. Am I clear? Now we are ready to have, we'll say, some short hits. But now that I'm showing you a nice advertisement of Domino's, KFC or anything, then you feel like I need this. Am I clear? That is the reason why we say wants can be created. Wants can be created. Needs are, Lamai, essential for life, right? Essential. If the needs are not fulfilled, that's a very big problem. It is essential for life. But wants are not essential. No one can tell if I didn't have a pizza today for the iftar that I will die. There's nothing like that. But needs are essential, wants are not essential. Needs are essential, wants are not essential. Hurry, write down this. On that paper, write down this. Tell me, Lama, everyone are there in my WhatsApp channel where that I send up updates. Are you all there in my WhatsApp channel that I have sent the link also in your group? Everyone are there, ne? Okay. Write down this and put down. Right, now we'll move into this question. Right. Now do the question number 2. I'll give you some time. Hurry. Okay, now do the question number 2. Right? Do this now. Do the question number 2 and put down. Do the question number 2 and put down. Once you complete this, put down. Right. Now we'll discuss this question. Fill the below table. Owners. What is the strength, Lamai? For example, business knowledge. It's a strength. Good business knowledge. He's having a good business knowledge. What is a weakness? If the owner does not have enough experience, then it's a weakness. Lack of experience. Manager. What is the strength? Like highly dedicated manager. That means he works with full satisfaction, right? Dedicated manager. Weakness, like disobedient, right? He does not listen to the words of the owner. Disobedient manager. This is one of the weakness. You can think and write. Employees, like highly talented, skillful employees. Highly skillful employees. What is a weakness? Like too lazy to work, not motivated to work, right? Those are weakness. Less motivated for working. Less motivated workforce. Those are weakness. Right? Write down this. Right. State the type of environment which is related to the following examples. AKD winning the election. It is related to the political environment, right? AKD winning the election means something politics, right? It connects to the political environment. Increase of interest rate. Interest rate is related to economy. Therefore, it is something economic environment. Introducing the AI, right? AI means Lamai related to technology, artificial intelligence. It is also technological environment. Foreign ambassadors having economic discussion with our prime minister. Foreigners are coming and having economic discussions with the prime minister, which is economic environment. Write down this. So on the last one, answer be global environment. More than the global environment, Hana, the best answer would be economic environment because the word economic is there, right? Economic discussion. Am I clear? Even some answers are there, even like you can take it as a global environment, not a problem at all, having international relationship. But still the best one is economy. But even if you write down global, when it comes to O-level marking schemes, they are flexible. They will be reading from the student's point of view and giving you the marks. Therefore, global is not a wrong answer. One of my cousin is with me, grade 1. I gave one of my airpods. Now he is memorizing some terms. Memorized. Nice, Rashida. So grade 1. For a grade 1 student, you gave earpod and asked him or her to memorize this. Nice, nice. All right. State 3, negative impacts from the global environment to domestic business. Every time this global is connected to economy, most of the times. Right? He was listening, now got memorized. Nice. Right. State 3, negative impact from the global environment to domestic business. Okay, now I'll explain this kind of story like this. Look at here. Now, Lamai, for example, in 1980s, we'll say in 1985, we will go back into 1985, where a person, right? A person is here, and this person wants to buy a, we'll say, iPhone. What does he do, Lamai? For example, in 1985, don't think iPhones were there. For example, he will go to a shop in Sri Lanka, a domestic shop in Sri Lanka. Am I clear? He will go to the shop in Sri Lanka and buy that phone. But today, in 2025, you have another option. If you want something, this is you, Lamai. If you want something, now if you feel like I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. If you need something, you can order it online. Am I clear? You can directly order from, we'll say, China. You order from China. Now you don't go for a Sri Lankan shop. You are ordering it from China. Tell me who is affected because of this? Who is affected because of your activity? Who is getting affected because of your activity? Sri Lankan business are getting affected, right? Domestic business is getting affected because of this. That's a very big problem. Am I clear, Laman? Therefore, creating a highly competitive market, domestic businesses can't even face that. Am I clear, Laman? Yes, local businesses or else domestic, local, both are same. Local businesses or domestic businesses, right, will fall down. It creates a very high competition for them. They can't survive. Did you understand, Laman? Therefore, this global environment has a negative effect. Am I clear? And then sometimes, now earlier, if you study, you have to do a job in Sri Lanka most of the times, right? There's no chance of going for a foreign country. But now you can even go for a foreign country, which means domestic workers, right, who studied in Sri Lanka, highly skillful domestic workers now migrating to other countries in search of job. Therefore, Sri Lankan knowledge base falling down. Our educated people going somewhere and working. That is also another impact of the global environment. Am I clear, Naman? Therefore, that's the explanation. Right? I'll erase this. Right. Therefore, those are the negative impacts. Name for electronic businesses in Sri Lanka. Can you tell me some e-business in Sri Lanka? Can you tell me some electronic businesses in Sri Lanka? Can you tell me some electronic businesses in Sri Lanka? Rashida, not that electronic. Business conduct through online. Daras is correct. I'm asking Sri Lankan business. AliExpress is the Chinese one. Electronic, through electronic, yes. Pick me also fine. Uber, fine. Ikman, very good. Kapruka, excellent. Right? Therefore, you can write down answers like Daras, Kapruka, Ikman, Pick Me Uber. Those also comes under electronic businesses. Correct? Superiorpolar.lk. There can be a lot of businesses like that. State 2 threats to business due to the competitors. Now, due to competitors. Now, for example, you are starting a hotel. Now, you are starting a hotel called Mr. Kottu. Next to your hotel, another person also starts a hotel. His hotel's name is like Mrs. Pesta, for example, right? Now, he is a competitor of yours. He is also selling Kottu. Therefore, he is a competitor of yours. What are the threats from him, Lamai? What are the threats from him? Number one, Number one, if a lot of competitors come into the market, if a lot of competitors start to do business, there's a very big threat to you. Some customers will not come to you. They will go to some other businesses. Therefore, number one threat is increasing in the number of competitors. When the competitors increases, it's a very big threat. Increase in the number of competitors. Increase in the number of competitors. It's a very big threat to you. Am I clear, Lamai? Then what else? When it comes to, we'll say, more than your kottu kade, this Mrs. Pasta's kottu is very tasty. Right? The rating is really good. Then what happens to your business? Your sales will get reduced and now Mrs. Pasta's sale will get increased. Therefore, my number two threat is if your competitor becomes more strong, right? Strengthen the competitors. If your competitor becomes more and more strength, then what happens? It's a very big threat to your business. Did you understand, Laman? Therefore, in a business, when the competitor's number is increasing, or else if he becomes strong, if he becomes powerful, what happens? It's a very big threat to your business. Am I clear? The sale, the profit, am I clear? Of your business can come down. That is what you call as threats to businesses due to competitors. Am I clear, Laman? Hi. Therefore, for today that we have discussed the paper, right? And even after the class that you can get a printout of this, and if you want that you can go through the recording, it's on YouTube. Am I clear? Then this is what that I wanted to discuss for today. For people who find it difficult, grade 10 chapter 1 and 2. Therefore, even after today's class, you can revise your grade 10 chapter 1 and 2. If you want the recording, you can watch the recording on YouTube. Am I clear? Then Lamai, our theory classes, if you want to join for our commerce theory classes, it's on Thursdays. It's on Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And during the Ramadan time, you all know that it's from 4:30 to 6. Am I clear? Our commerce theory classes. Hi. Then Lamai, if you want the PDF, it's there in the group. I have sent in the group as well as on the channel, and it's there on the YouTube description also. Therefore, you can watch the recording through YouTube. You don't have to ask the recording from me. It's already there on YouTube, the live section. Right. Then with this, we'll wind up the today's session. Give me a feedback, Lamai. Did you all understand the today's lesson? And yes, how was the today's seminar? Thank you, sir. Understood well. Most welcome. A well-organized and informative session. Everything was explained in a way that was easy to understand. Thank you for your time and effort. Thank you very much. Good, sir. Thank you. Right. Then with this, we'll wind up the today's session. And crystal clear, the first seminar that I participated. Thank you very much. With this, we are going to wind up the today's session. And yes,